Dad and Lad Classic fans. This weekend is going to be a big top-notch weekend, and we're going to be doing so much effort and trying to be pumping out these videos. Is that right?
Yeah. We're going to be doing loads of work on the car this weekend, aren't we? So where are we now?
Right now we're at like a car meetup to get some inspiration from other people, to steal their ideas.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
Nearby our area, and yeah.
So it's Friday night, and we've come just round the corner from where we live to a classic sort of cars and coffee meet-up thing. I mean, some of these cars are not that old, to be fair, and a bit loud and noisy for me, but my dad brought the midget out. It's probably one of the last times I'll get it out. There's not many local car shows after this, so yeah, we're about done, but just thought we'd come down for an hour. There's some nice cars here, especially over there is a Gilban, which is very rare. Never actually seen one of those for years. A few other nice things, but yeah, just come for a bit of inspiration. There's a couple of Z3s, so there's one over there, quite a nice one actually. That's a later one, 2 litre, and there's also further up, can't see it from here, there's also an MZ3, but not quite my cup of tea, a bit much for me. So we'll be doing loads of filming this weekend, loads to do, and we'll pick this up tomorrow morning. Yes, Nate?
Yeah.
Right, cheers. Right, so just before we go, I thought I'd actually come and have a look at this. It's quite a nice one. It just looks really original, really nice condition. It's actually been looked after. Lovely colour, I like this colour. Which is nice. It's a later one, so it's a 2 litre. Yeah, I was going to try and catch the MZ3, but I think it must have gone. I've just had a walk there, it must have left already. So yeah, this might be a bit of inspiration. Definitely the fit of all the panels is a million times better than mine, but yeah, it's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, cheers. See you in a bit. Peace.
Hello Dad and Lad Classic fans. Today we are going to be showing you our progress and updates on the car for what we've been doing so far this weekend. It's currently a Saturday lunch evening. And as you see right here, what stands before you is the BMW Z3 that me and Dad have been working on. And yeah, we have been doing a great job on this, and yeah, we are so excited to share with you our progress on what we've done to this car.
Hello everyone, how are we? Are we all well? Good. It's a beautiful weekend, although it's a bit windy today, but I think in some places it's going to be a scorcher apparently. Not here, but it's hot. So it's about, I think about 2 weeks since we did a video, and yeah, it's going forward. The beginning of this video I think is going to be, Nathan's going to edit it, so you'll see we went to a little car meet, like a cars and coffee thing, just around the corner from where we live. It's quite nice. Dad took his midget, so you'll see a little bit of that. And there was a couple of Z3s there. There was a lovely, I don't know what the colour is, a darker blue one, wide body, which really nice, looked really nice. And there was a Z3 M3Z, 3M, M3Z, MZ3. Alright, so yes, sorry, we had to have a little break there. So yeah, car show last night, and yeah, the facelift one was really nice. Is it facelift? That was lovely. It looked like it was being enjoyed. But the Z3M3, Z3M3, it was nice, but it wasn't quite my cup of tea. It looked like it had been well used and well enjoyed. But yeah, so I was planning on doing a little bit when we got back last night, but it was quite late by the time we got back from there, and then nipped and did a bit of shopping. So we started today. So we've got a little bit from last weekend. I need to bring you up to speed on. A couple of little jobs we've done during the week, and then what the plans are for this weekend and what I've done so far this weekend. So I can't remember what I showed you last time. The front wings are now on. Indicators are on. I've tested the indicators and they're all okay. I can't get this to line up. Like, it's absolutely solid. There's a little kind of dimple on the sill, and I think I might need to flatten that off to get that to line up. Same on the other side. That's all lined up and done. The main bulk of work I've done this. I give this wing a polish up. It has come up a bit better, but it's still rubbish. I fitted the aerial. I'm just going to put it on there. I fitted the aerial grommet. I just can't get it to line up right. I don't know why. The actual aerial is off to one side for some reason. I don't know why. And while I was trying to fit this in, I put a big scratch in the fresh paintwork, so I've touched it up for now. I'm going to do them again or do something with them. So it did annoy me, but there we go. Right, if we come down here, yep. Right. So if you look underneath, I've removed the spare wheel. I've painted the boot floor, I guess. I painted that up, and I've also, I'll just get a torch, 1 second. There we go. So I painted the suspension. I've cleaned up the fuel pipes over in that corner over there. So just give everything a lick of paint. That was mostly kind of last weekend, really. Wire brushing, sanding, cleaning. There's a little bit to finish off. I've forgotten to do I've done the outside, I haven't done the inside, but of the shock absorbers. But that's probably as far as I'm going to go with this for now. I do have new drop links for the anti-roll bar, but I'll see. I might fit them. I might just keep hold of them and do another job at a later date. I need to have another look at this exhaust. It's just not sitting right at all. When I've looked, it's angled over further down, so I'm going to take it off and have another play with it maybe next weekend at some point. I'm kind of on with other stuff now. Right, switch it off, switch that off, switch that off. There we go. Come round here. So look under here, you can see actually we've painted that. I've used E-Tech chassis paint, but it gives it quite a satin look, so I've gone over that with black smooth gloss hammerite, and they're alright, just tidies it up a little bit. I've done the tank straps as well. I was a bit worried that they might be a bit nasty, but they're underneath once I got the loose rough stuff, they were pretty good. The back plates here, are actually new, but when they've fitted them, I think you must have to take the hub off to replace them. So they've cut them on both sides and welded them back up, which is crappy really, but anyway, they're new. That's a good thing. When I took the discs off, all of the brake shoes, springs, everything, absolutely brand new. I'll show you them anyway. Brand new, as is this caliper. I've painted the carrier. I think I painted the carrier. Yeah, I painted the carrier. I'm going to give this caliper a lick of paint. That's a fairly new one. And if we go around the other side, don't trip over that. Same again. Painted the backing plate. That's the old caliper. I've got a new one, so I've got a new caliper for this side. This one was an old one anyway, the original. And I've painted the carrier. I'm going to give this a lick of just silver car plan lacquery type stuff, just to stop it going rusty. I've also this morning, what I've been doing this morning, is fitting these wheel arch liners. So hopefully, apart from the exhaust, and I need to change the diff oil, or I'm going to change the diff oil, that's kind of this end of the car about done. Apart from the brakes, fitting the brakes. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Alright. Right, up to the front. So, pretty much the same on both sides. If you come down, so strip the brakes off. And I've started cleaning up. I literally just painted this sort of an hour ago. Just tidy it up again. I've taken the under trays off underneath. I've got a slight weep on the gearbox drain plug, so I'm going to change that oil anyway, so hopefully that'll solve that. And well, it's not too bad under here actually. Underneath I haven't found anything majorly concerning. Again, I have a new brake caliper for this side as well, which is over there. I'll show you that in a minute. So I've given these a coat of the E-Tech chassis paint, and I'm going to black hammerite them as well again. And it's the same on the other side. If we go around, you'll be able to see. So, same again. It's got the chassis paint on. I haven't sprayed the spring yet. I'm going to do that. You can see what kind of level of quality I'm going to. Just giving it a tidy up. I've got new brake hoses. I've got that brake pack to change on the other side, but I've got new brake hoses up for all 4 corners as well. Actually got them off Amazon. I think the back ones were £3. Febby Bilstein, and the rear ones were like £6. Sorry, the front ones were like £6, which isn't too bad. So starting to come together. Got the front wing on this side. Haven't polished this up yet. Haven't scratched it either. But the wheel arch liner is fitted as well on this side. Right, so over here what I've been doing, look at these bits. So new brake caliper for the front passenger side. So once I get these on, that'll be all 4 calipers, fairly new. The 2 on that side look like they're really new, but I didn't replace them. And I'll have to replace the front and rear on the passenger side. They will be brand new. I've also got these. So new suspension arms. I've given them a lick of silver hammerite just to stop them going into. It's just a quick rub over, a quick flash over with some silver hammerite to stop them going rusty. And I've got these things as well. I've done the same as well. It's not a brilliant job, but I actually got both. I've got both sides, but I'll show you this one. So I've got this and this, a pair, so driver and passenger side, for £50. These are Mapco, which I've come across before. If I'd have gone down, I would have preferred to go down the Borg and Beck or something like that route. I'd have been looking about £140–150. So to get these, Mapco is German. I've used Mapco stuff before. It's all right. I've not had any issues with it. So, so to get that and that for £50 delivered, bargain. I couldn't ignore that. So got these to go on both sides. Driver's caliper to go on. Got new front drop links, and I've cleaned up the little. There's a little U-shaped clip that goes in here when I fit it that holds that. I think something like that. Whatever it is like that. However it goes, I can't remember. So I cleaned those up and give them a lick of paint. Cover's gone off my light. Where's that one?
I think it went on the pillow.
Oh yeah. Right, so also, so this morning, I think that kind of brings us up to speed, up to what I've done the last few days. I took the anti-roll bar off, I've painted that. That's come up quite nice. And the clips, I've got new front anti-roll bar bushes as well to go on, which look like they're going to be front fixed, they're going to be really tight. What else have we done, Nate? I think.
Done something to the car.
No. When I've took the under trays off, I've given them a good wash and clean as well. I'm sure there's something else, I can't remember. Oh, I'll tell you what I have done, we'll have a look, see if it's open. So, this morning, it's out. Oh, there is actually something I need to make sure. So I've got just some cheap degreaser, and I add a little spray in here and a quick brush around. See, water in there, and just give it a rub down. So, sorry, a blast off with the pressure washer, and it's come up all right actually. But I've got an oil leak. So if there's anyone out there who can tell me what this oil leak is, I'm going to show you in a minute. I need to get the light. But it's come up all right. I am taking this off. I am taking that off. I've got new gaskets. I'm going to clean those up a bit and do a bit more cleaning when I start to strip these bits down. But it's not too bad. No big worries. Right, I'm going to grab my torch and then I can show you. So, I'm going to have to go under. Move that before I lay on it. Do you want me to film?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Oh, you might.
Be careful. Oh.
Right, so I've got an oil leak. This is a bit awkward. So it's, can't get my arm in. So it seems to be, I think that's the cam chain tension. I'm not sure if it's coming from there. When I've googled oil leaks, the oil filter housing gasket tends to come up time and time again. But it just seems to be around that cam chain tensioner. But it's wet underneath it. It's not, so I can't quite tell. But when you look up over, again, quite really difficult and awkward to see. It could be the rocker cover gasket running down as well, which I'm going to change because that's a bit wet and all on that side. So you can see that, it's really awkward. But the rest of it, apart from that, I'm going to take this cross brace off. I'm going to give that a lick of paint and just maybe this bit of the subframe, is it, cross member here, this one here, I'm going to give that a lick of paint. I'm going to take this off, but I'm going to fit the anti-roll bar and all the suspension bits before I take this cross brace off and paint it. Radiator looks like it's actually fairly new, so that's some good news, and everything else is alright. I'm going to look at these here, clean those up, not as bad as I thought they were actually, but I'm going to clean those up a little bit. That's about it. Yeah, just have a general clean up and paint around. So let's twitch this light off. Oh god.
Oh, yup.
So, what's the plan for this rest of this weekend? Well, plans change. I've got a couple of hours now, and then I've got to nip out, and then I'll probably come back and do a little bit more later. So I'm going to give these bits a second coat, these both corners. I'm going to give them a second coat, and then that's them done. And then I can't really fit the anti-roll bar until I've changed the suspension arms, so I think that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to fit the new suspension arms and bits and pieces, get that all out of the way. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, fit all the new suspension bits, and then hopefully I think we can start on doing the engine stuff, and that's when it's going to get a bit more interesting. So I've got some nice bits to clean up the engine bay, and it's just a bit more interesting working on engines, isn't it? I don't mind doing body work, but yeah, we'll see. I've actually written a list the other night, and at some point, maybe later on when I come in, because this video is going to be ongoing over the weekend, when I come in later I'll go through the list. I thought there'd be sort of 10, 15 things that I need to do that are done, but there's more than that. So, right, I'm going to carry on, and we'll catch up shortly when I've done a bit more and go from there. Anything else, Nate? That's about it. Giggity giggity giggity.
Giggity giggity do.
Right, we'll catch up shortly. Thank you very much.
For now.
Hello, good morning. How is everyone? It's day 2 of this slightly longer episode. Well, we'll see what happens when we edit it. It might not be. So I've got a friend called Richard who has his own garage, and he messaged me yesterday saying, I've got a present for you. And so he popped round last night, cup of tea, and he brought around something, probably the best thing I've ever seen. It's really cool. So, well, it is from an older nerd like me. And ta-da! Dad and lad. Obviously not road legal. And if we go around the back,
Okay, let's go.
classics. So they're just held on with Velcro. I really like that. That's a nice. Thank you very much, Richard. Really nice. So where are we? So yesterday was a long day, but it wasn't bad. I've done one of the front arms. I'm going to show you it now. I'm tired. I keep saying that, don't I? I keep saying I'm tired. Right. Come down here, Nate. Oh, to get right in. So new arm fitted, and new, I don't know what to call it, a lollipop I think, or something like that, which is this bit under here. I'll show you the other side in a minute. You'll see what I mean. It wasn't too bad. However, if you just come round here, getting that bottom ball joint out there, I don't know if you can see that there, is a real pain. I ended up cutting off with a grinder. It's just really tight to the bottom of the shock absorber, the strut. So I just took the grinder to it in the end and cut it off. Getting that one out, the nut for that's on the inside, it wasn't too bad. That's actually, it came off quite easy. It was just, you only got limited movement, so it took a while, a bit tedious. And again, getting these out weren't too bad. So it's in, it's all in, and all, it's nipped up, it's torqued up. Obviously the torque settings are nipped plus a bit, I think is the correct torque settings. They over torque range, but I can't bother. I know it's tight enough. And I've painted the shock of the spring and all this bit and what have you. I've also fitted the U-clip there and the anti-roll bar, just to give you an idea what we're aiming for. And that is the new caliper, new caliper, existing carrier painted up. Got a little bit of overpaint on there, but who cares? And so yeah, all done. I'm going to make a start on the other side shortly. I think it's going to be, I'm hoping it's not going to be so bad, because it looks like two of the ball joints, the inner one and the outer one, have been changed. So yeah, and it went on really easy. It's only taken me about half an hour to refit it. It just slid in quite straightforward. Put the jack underneath to support it, and it all went okay. I was only going to do this one today and have a steady day, but I'm kind of inspired by it, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So I've got a little bit of painting. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit underneath. I don't know how well you can see that, probably not that well. So I might do that today. And then really we're not far off. Obviously I'm going to leave the discs and pads until we get closer to the end, so it'll just go rusty. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how that's turned out. One thing I'm going to show you. If you're doing this, you need sort of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, sorry, not 20, 22 and 23 mil spanners. Now, the nut on the inner ball joint that I took off was 23. The nut on the new one was 22. I think the outer ball joint was 18 or 19. And those two nuts there, you can see them, are 17s. Right, so I'm going to show you the new one we have here. So that is the new one, and this is the lollipop I was talking about. It's got a kind of recess here, and there's some lugs on the car, and this needs to sit on. This goes on something like that there, roughly about in that orientation, and these lugs sit on the lugs. So these recesses sit on the lugs in the car. What I will say is, if you've got the option to get this, to buy this with this fitted, I would do that. I didn't think getting this on here, I thought it'd be a snug fit. It's not. It was a nightmare. I had to take it on my dad's and get a sledgehammer and a 24mm socket and smash it on. So that was the best part of an hour this morning, getting that fitted on. I could have done without that. When I come to do this one, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. There's actually some like lips on it, some little, it's like it's painted or something. I'm going to clean it off a little bit, and hopefully it'll go on a little bit easier. I want it to be tight, but it was so tight it was almost going to destroy this new bush. So yeah, just be aware of that. If you can get them with them already fitted, it's probably a good idea. If you are gonna buy them separately, I would suggest when you bring them on, hold that roughly where it needs to be orientated, which is roughly probably about there in position with the car, with the arm. Yeah, you want it about there. Once it's on, you can turn it, but it's awkward when it's tight under the car to do anything. So looking at this side, I've got it all painted up apart from the spring. I'm going to do the spring. I'm going to clean the spring up and do that. And there's the arm there, the original one. So yeah, it looks like, I don't know what you can see. That ball joint there looks fairly new. As I think this one's not. It's a bit old, but it's not the original. So hopefully it might not be too bad to get out. Yeah, so that's next. Get that done. Get the anti-roll bar fitted. Bit of paint underneath, and hopefully we're about done. So might not get it all done today, but won't be far off. And then we can start maybe doing some work on the engine, which is a bit more interesting. Do you think?
Yeah.
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 Why not? Why not? Right. I'll make a start on this. I'm probably going to cut this ball joint off again with a grinder. This out one, unless it comes off easy. It is so awkward, so tight to the bottom of the strut that makes it really strange. So yeah, we'll catch up in a bit, see how we're getting on. All right. Yep. See you later.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Do I stop?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Hello. Right, it's the end of the weekend. 2 full days on the car. I finished up about an hour ago actually, and hence the shorts. I'm sorry for the shorts and the legs. It's not a pretty sight, is it? So yeah, all this corner now finished, and also if we go around here this afternoon, I've now got this corner finished. So can I take that? So we now have the new arm on. I've also fitted the anti-roll bar and the bushes and got all this tightened up, and yep, all our drop links are all tightened up and everything. This one was, the arm was much easier. What I did with this one on the arm, where that lollipop bit goes on, I got my grinder out and put a chamfered edge just on the end and just cleaned it up a little bit, and it was still really tight. I had to bray it on, but it was a lot easier. I could do it on my own. So that's it. I've got the caliper on. I need to paint this caliper, and I need to paint the back too. So I'm hoping, I think we've got a couple of days of rain now, tomorrow and Tuesday, today being Sunday, but we've got a couple of days of rain, so I can have a bit of a relax actually and catch up on some stuff in the house. A big pile of ironing waiting for me. I'm looking forward to that. And then maybe Wednesday, Thursday, I want to try and get a few other little jobs finished, so that maybe Friday night, we get the engine running and get the fluids drained out Friday night, so we can start on the engine next weekend, hopefully. And at that point, Nathan can come out and get his hands a little bit dirty, do some oily bits. Do you want to do some oily bits?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to watch from your bedroom window me doing some oily bits?
Yeah. Sounds better.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it really. That's just a quick last minute update. Apart from sort of the things that we've already mentioned, fitting the spare wheel, maybe making a little bit of adjustment to the exhaust, the brake pipes, the brakes in general, I think everything else is done barring the engine now. All the suspension bits that I'm going to do. I do have some drop links for the back. Might fit them. I'll see how it goes. I do have some tie rods for the front as well, some new ones, and I had a little look at them today, but they're really tight. I might have to put some heat in them. They actually feel okay. They feel really solid, certainly not clunky or anything like that. But I've got them. I would like to change them, but I am planning on getting this MOT'd at the end of the month. Hopefully, I'll try and get it MOT'd at the end of the month. So we'll see. I might do or might not. It might be a job for it'll still be a on the road project, even when it passes the MOT, hopefully. Well, everything went really well. I mean, to be honest, since starting the car, I haven't had a snapped bowl or anything like that. So all going really well. Today went far too well, apart from I bought new struts for the bonnet and the wrong ones that don't fit. So I've got them off eBay and still listed as fitting for this car. They don't fit the flat part that needs to sit on the bonnet bit. is not long enough. It'll make sense if you've seen one, you'll know what I mean. So I'll have to get in touch with them, get them back. But yeah, I can't think of anything. That's about it for now, innit? Yeah. Been a good weekend. Got a lot done. Been a good weekend for Nathan. Yeah, he's how much? Do you want to point out the bits of the car that you've been working on? What did you work on? That bit there?
I held it.
Yeah, yep.
With my strong muscles.
Yeah. What else did you work on?
Commonly.
Just.
I held this.
Yep.
Come on. I gave you like a little. I spotted out this thing.
What, this weekend?
Yeah.
Did you?
Give a little feedback on that.
I need to clean these up at some point. That will be after MOT unless they fall off.
Pretty
Do they fall off?
Yeah, it could break off.
Yeah, well, don't break it. Yeah, so basically he's done nothing. Apart from moaning every time I said, do you want to do a little film?
No, I don't want.
Oh, you've been out busy, have you? Getting your hands dirty, yeah? Yeah, right. Yeah. So my plan of getting him off his VR headset and off his phone, ironically, is not really working. But it's summer holidays soon, so he's going to get stuck into the summer holidays, whether he likes it or not. Yes or no? Yeah. Is all that going to get edited out? Yeah. Right, we're off. Thank you very much. We'll catch you again. I might do a little video on Friday. What I might do is what I've done this weekend, which is we filmed on Friday, did little bits yesterday, did a little bit more today. So I might do that again next weekend. But hopefully next weekend, when I get to the engine, it's a bit more interesting. The reason I haven't filmed stuff is there's plenty of videos on YouTube. So I'm just showing you the progress. There's plenty of videos on YouTube available already about what I've done. So I'm just showing you the progress. But when it gets to the engine, it's a little bit more interesting. You wouldn't have wanted to watch me in the shed for 3 weeks sanding and filling these wings, stuff like that. So, but yeah, when we get to the engine, hopefully there'll be something a little bit new there. I've got to put a shout out actually to two other YouTubers that I've been watching because I wouldn't have got so far on, which is Auto Night, brilliant, and an American guy, Moment of Z, and his videos are really good. I've been watching him this morning actually. Doing some work on the coolant system, which I'm going to be doing pretty much the same as him, and really good, both of them really good videos, really useful. So without those I probably would have come unstuck. So yeah, big shout out to those guys. That's it, all done.
Top notch.
Get this edited and hopefully out to you sometime in the next 12-18 months.
Yeah. Top notch.
Top notch. Right, so bye bye.
Top notch.
Top notch. Bye.